Campaigns are emails that you send to all or some of your contacts. So you can either send them right away or set them to send at a date and time in the future. So let's walk through how to create one, how to segment it so you only send it to certain people on your list, how to test it, and then finally social cards. So in Mailchimp, we're going to go create. We're going to click email because it's an email campaign. We're going to get a little meta here and create a campaign about sending a campaign. So we'll give it that name. And you can pick either a plain text, which has no design, or an A/B test, which I'll teach you in another lesson. For now, we're going to click regular and begin. So we're going to give it a subject, sending a campaign, and I'm going to give it a preview text. This is what shows up in people's inboxes under the subject line of this. So I'll click save and I'll give it a from. So the name Chimperoo from course at chimperoo.com. Click save. I'll come to 2 in a second. But for now, let's add some content to the email. So I'm going to go over to save templates because in another lesson I showed you how to create a template. We're going to use that template. So here is the email that we're going to send. We can edit or update any of these things. So I'm going to change the title to sending a campaign. I'm going to change the content to some content that I wrote about campaigns and click save. So if this is the email that I want to send, I've got the content done, but I should preview it. So here's what it will look like if I send it on a desktop device. Here's what it'll look like on a mobile device. So that looks good. The next thing I want to do is send a test email. So I want to see that I'm 100% sure it looks the way I want it to look. So I'll type in an email here and click send. So now I've sent a test email to myself. I can also go open link checker. So this shows these are all of the links that are in the campaign. Do these all look correct? You might want to make sure that those are all correct before you hit send. I know I've sent an email with the wrong link a couple times. So that all looks good. So the next thing I want to do is add a social card to this campaign. And what a social card is that it is an image and some text that show up if somebody shares your campaign on social media. So if I go preview and test social cards, I'll click enable social cards. And what I'm going to do is upload an image. So I'm going to click upload. I'm going to grab, this is a social card I want to use. It's going to upload and then I'll select it and insert. So now that's the social card. That's what it'll look like on Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. So I'm going to grab a title and then I'm going to add a little bit of text below it. So I'll click save and close because now I've created the social card. All right, so we'll click save and close here. And the campaign is built, social cards are enabled. Down here, if we want to edit the URL, we can. If we want to share it to social, we'll connect Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram through Facebook. And here we'll click edit. So this is where we manage the tracking and settings. So if we have Google Analytics enabled, we'll check it off here. We can send conversations if people reply to the campaign to Conversations tab. We can track opens or clicks or plain text clicks if we want. We can track e-commerce if we have a store set up. So all of that looks good. We'll click save. Now what we want to do is figure out who we're sending it to. If we click add recipients and choose our audience, then it's going to send to everybody in Chimperoo. If we click save and send, then it'll be good to go. But say we want to send this campaign just to specific people on our list. Well, we've been saving things like tags and groups and merge tags. So if we go over to here, segment or tag, then we can go, I want to send this just to people who are buyers. So I'll select that tag and then I'll click save. Or if I want to send this to a segment, I can send it to a segment. Or I can send it to these pre-built segments, or I can go group or new segment. And if I do this, I can say, I want any or all of these conditions, and I can basically build my own segment from this place. So if I say I want people who signed up before a specific date of this date, I can click save, and then it'll update here how many people are going to receive it. If I click on this, it'll show me who all the recipients are, which is pretty cool. So if this all looks good, all of that looks good to me, then I can click schedule if I want to send it at a specific time and date, or I can pick let Mailchimp optimize for maximum engagement. Doesn't always work, but it seems like it could be a cool feature. Or I can just click send now, and you get the little finger, it starts to sweat, and then we click send now and our campaign will be sent. That's it. That's campaigns. Thanks for watching.